There was once a monk who lived high in the mountains. Every morning before the sun rose, he would walk down to the river, scoop up a small bowl of water, and carry it back to the monastery for the morning prayers. One day, a younger monk approached him and said, Master, why do you walk all the way to the river every single morning? We have a well here in the temple. It would save you time. The old monk smiled softly and replied, Yes, but the journey is the prayer. The younger monk didn't understand. So the next morning, when it rained heavily, the old monk still walked to the river, barefoot, soaked, shivering, yet peaceful. The young monk watched him struggle and finally asked, Why must you go through such hardship when comfort is right here? The master said, If I take the easy path every day, my spirit will forget how to endure. When the world gives me comfort, I give something back. I give up comfort itself because in giving up, I grow. That's the hidden strength behind sacrifice. Every time you let go of something, even for a short while, you're not losing. You're training your mind to remember that you are in control, not your habits. Let's begin. Every single one of us lives surrounded by comfort. We reach for what feels good. That drink, that vape, that packet of chips, that scroll through social media. And we tell ourselves it's harmless, but comfort quietly steals your power. Sacrifice, on the other hand, returns it. When you choose to go 7 days without alcohol, sugar, smoking, or junk food, it's not about proving anything to anyone. It's about remembering that your will is stronger than your cravings. It's not about punishment, it's about purification. The moment you make that decision, for 7 days I will say no, something inside you changes. Your body begins to heal, your emotions begin to calm, and your mind, for the first time in a long while, realizes it's the master again. We often think discipline is a cage, but true discipline is freedom because you're no longer chained to your impulses. When you give something up willingly, even for a short period, you start to taste a power that comfort can never give. You realize that you don't need the drink to relax, you don't need the cigarette to focus, you don't need sugar to feel happy, you don't need social media to feel connected. What you needed was space between your craving and your consciousness. And sacrifice gives you that space. There's something remarkable that happens after just 7 days of self control. You begin to feel a quiet strength build inside you. It's not loud or proud, it's calm. You start to walk differently. You speak with more clarity. You feel a sense of pride, not from ego, but from integrity. Because you did what few people do, you kept a promise to yourself. That's the greatest confidence builder there is. Now, let's look at this scientifically. When you sacrifice a habit, your brain's reward system, called the dopamine circuit, begins to reset. Normally, every time you smoke, drink, or eat sugar, your brain releases dopamine, the chemical that says, do that again. But when you stop, that circuit starts to rebalance. At first, you feel restless or irritated. That's your brain recalibrating. But after a few days, something beautiful happens. Natural pleasures, a deep breath, a sunrise, a good conversation begin to feel richer again. Your mind is detoxing from excess stimulation. You're not depriving yourself, you're rewiring yourself. And once your dopamine levels rebalance, peace feels easier, focus feels sharper, and joy feels simpler. That's the science of sacrifice. Spiritually, sacrifice has always been the language of transformation. Every scripture, every path, Hindu, Christian, Sikh, Buddhist, Muslim, all point to one truth. To rise higher, you must let go of something lower. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, renunciation and yoga are both paths to the highest, but of the two, renunciation is higher. In the Bible, Jesus fasted for 40 days not to impress God, but to silence the body so he could hear the soul. In Islam, fasting during Ramadan is not starvation, it's purification. In Sikhism, Guru Nanak taught that the greatest offering is self control. Each tradition knows this truth. Sacrifice doesn't weaken you, it reveals how strong you already are. Now, let's bring this to our world today. Maybe you've been saying to yourself, I'll quit vaping next month. I'll stop sugar after the holidays. I'll get serious once I'm ready. But you'll never feel ready. You have to decide first, and readiness follows. So start small. Pick one thing, just one, and sacrifice it for 7 days. No alcohol, no vaping, no sugar, no junk food, no scrolling past midnight. It doesn't matter which one you choose. What matters is that you choose. Because that decision is you reclaiming your power from comfort. On the first day, it'll feel hard. By day two, your mind will negotiate. By day three, you'll start to hear excuses. But by day four, the magic begins. Your clarity returns. By day five, your cravings lose their voice. By day six, your energy rises. And by day seven, you'll look back and realize you didn't lose anything, you gained yourself. That's why monks and warriors practice sacrifice, not to escape life, but to strengthen themselves for it. When you can deny a small pleasure, you can also overcome a big challenge. So today, I want to invite you into a 7 day challenge. Challenge yourself as to what is beating you. Challenge yourself as to what you would like to give up. Is it alcohol? Is it smoking? Is it sugar? Is it soda? Is it candy? Is it chocolate? Or maybe it's not even physical. Maybe it's finding more time for yourself. Whatever it is, set yourself today a 7 day challenge and decide right now that you're going to take the steps to make it happen. This is your test of inner strength. This is how warriors are made, not in battles, but in the quiet moments where you say, no more, I choose better. Let me give you 5 simple ways to begin your 7 day sacrifice journey. 1. Choose your challenge. Pick one thing that you know has power over you. Don't choose what's easy, choose what whispers your name when you're weak. 2. Set a clear start and end time, 7 days. That's all. Not forever, just a week of awareness. 3. Replace, don't just remove. If you give up alcohol, replace it with water and lemon. If you give up sugar, replace it with fruit. If you give up scrolling, replace it with silence. 4. Record your emotions. Keep a journal. Write how you feel each day. Notice how your thoughts shift from resistance to relief. And 5, reflect at the end. Ask yourself, what did I gain from this sacrifice? Did I feel more peace, more strength, more clarity? Then take that awareness and apply it to the next challenge. Each 7 day sacrifice becomes a stepping stone to mastery. If you're still here listening, it means something inside you is ready, ready to grow, ready to take control, ready to feel the strength that comes from self discipline. So let's make this a collective journey. For the next 7 days, let's all choose one thing to let go of and see who we become without it. If you're with me on this, drop a comment below. Let me know what you're giving up. And if this message speaks to your spirit, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because together we rise stronger. Now let's end where we began, with the monk by the river. He still walks there every morning. Some days it's cold, some days it rains, but he walks not for the water, but for the discipline, because sacrifice isn't about loss. It's about remembering that the soul grows when the body obeys. And when you learn to control one desire, you discover the quiet strength that can conquer them all. So for 7 days, say no to what weakens you, say yes to what strengthens you, and watch what happens to your mind, your body, and your peace. Because in the end, the greatest gift you can give yourself is the sacrifice of comfort. Gentle closing pause. This is the mindset. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.